Urban Meyer is making a lot of news on campus this week, and not just with his football team. And one of the country's most popular diners is coming to campus. We'll tell you about all that and more coming up in this week's Lantern Webcast. Thanks for joining us. I'm Andrea Henderson. Urban Meyer has made it a priority to involve the students with the football team since becoming head coach. He continued the tradition this week with a town hall meeting to involve the student body. Lauren Clark has the story.
In addition to the open practice Urban Meyer held last month, a town hall meeting featuring the coaches, their wives, and a few star players was held Tuesday night in the Archie Griffin Grand Ballroom in the Ohio Union.
The group that gets most overlooked on a campus is the students, and that's because we have to remember our football players are student athletes, they're students first, and so we're part of the student body. A lot of times they try to separate us, and we're going to do the best we can not to let that happen.
I thought this was a great event. I mean, anytime we can interact with the students, we love it.
The results on game day don't come without vigorous preparation. Meyer let students in on his typical workday.
Usually starts about 6 a.m. in the office, 6:30 in the office, roll into your house about 11 o'clock at night, but that's a Monday.
Coach Meyer talked more than just football, leading to him revealing his favorite song. After the Jimmy Buffett went off, strength coach Mickey Marotti led the crowd through a drill called Quick Cows. Coach Meyer hopes to start this as a game day tradition between students and players.
When the coach, when the strength coach, I forget his name, Coach Marotti, he came out here and really pumped up the crowd, that shocked me. I was not expecting to get up and do exercise. My thighs are still burning right now.
I think it's big for the players to really blend in with the student body and be one together. And like Coach Meyer said, with the chant before the game, I think that's going to be an awesome experience.
Reporting for the Lantern, I'm Lauren Clark.
Thanks, Lauren. We have more from Meyer coming up, but now many students are excited about a new restaurant that just opened on High Street, which will satisfy their breakfast cravings around the clock. Ileana Corfias has more.
Bringing round-the-clock waffles and scattered smothered covered hash browns, Ohio State welcomed one of the restaurant world's best-known 24-hour eating hangouts, the Waffle House.
So you've got the good and the bad, the happy and the crappy. You've got the crappy is people get drunk around campus. They're going to want some slightly greasy food. Waffle House has that covered. They've got everything you want from your hash browns to your Texas Roadhouse sandwiches. And the good thing is they also have really good waffles.
Most of our stores are very busy in the morning times. This one we're expecting it to be opposite at night, so it's kind of slow to start, but throughout our third shift, even last night, it was very busy.
Relatively good quality food for really good prices. Unlimited coffee, unlimited iced tea, unlimited chocolate waffles. Life is good.
Always open, 24/7, 365. The buildings here were open.
You can find the Waffle House across from the Ohio Union next to the Newport Music Hall on 1712 North High Street. Reporting for the Lantern, I'm Ileana Corfias.
Thanks, Ileana. We talked earlier about how Meyer has been trying to get involved with the student body as much as possible, but that doesn't mean he's forgotten about his players. On Wednesday, Meyer released his 2-deep depth chart for the upcoming season. Justine Boggs has more in sports.
Urban Meyer announces his 2-deep set, and he said the biggest surprise comes from the young center who will look to replace the former All-American, Michael Brewster.
Well, I think the number one guy on offense would be our center, Corey Lindsley. He was a journeyman player that obviously, other than the quarterback, in my mind, the apex of the offense is the center.
But that doesn't mean every position is set in stone. After an intense spring practice, the most improved position was the offensive line, but the battle continues.
Reed Fragel's in a dogfight with Taylor Deckers right on his heels for that position. So we just need to continue to develop and recruit depth. But that's the one group that, as I said throughout the spring, and then after I've now had a chance to reflect and go through the final grades of spring practice, our offense line was the most improved position on the team.
Although Meyer likes what he sees in his offensive line, he is still uncertain about his playmakers.
We're not functional at receiver yet. That's not saying that I wasn't pleased with their progress, but from their performance last year, statistically and just on the field, we understand where we're starting from. You know, it's not a. The good thing is I think we have enough talent in there to make some improvement and be very functional by the fall.
Meyer said there's enough talent to win some games. The discipline is still being evaluated, but from now until August, the leadership is what really needs to pick up. Make sure to follow the Lantern Sports on Twitter for all of your instant updates. Reporting for the Lantern, I'm Justine Boggs.
That's all we have for you this week. Make sure to check out The Lantern and thelantern.com for all your Ohio State news. From all of us here at The Lantern, I'm Andrea Henderson. Thanks for joining us.